Hey, Victoria Findlay Wolfe, how are you?
Hey, Alex. Not too bad.
Have your ears been burning?
And not just because I have my lovely earbuds.
Right.
No, why? You've been talking about me?
John has. I was in a little bit of a funk. Yeah, I'll let you know. It's good.
Okay.
I was in a little bit of a funk and a while back, and he said, "You just have to do what Victoria Findlay Wolfe does." And he's thinking back to your show 1404, and that's just so. And so I thank you for that message. Ricky said something too, and it made a difference. So I wanted to first off thank you for that message.
Absolutely. It's play. You gotta, if you're stuck, you just gotta take a few minutes and do something you wouldn't normally do. Generally, I suggest cleaning your studio or your sewing space. You find things, and then you're like, oh my god, I know why I bought that. That was really cool. Let's play with that. And then all of a sudden you're down a rabbit hole and you've started 3 new projects. So at least that's how I work anyway.
Wow.
So it's a nice place to get inspired if you just take a few minutes to play.
You know, the thing that's kind of interesting to me is that as creatives, we are really lucky that we have all hoarded fabric in our past.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely have enough. I don't have to hoard the toilet paper as much, but I can hoard my fabric as much.
Well, so let me tell you, my big hoarding, and forgive me, everyone, my big hoarding is I want to make sure I have cat food, toilet paper, and wine. That's where I'm at. So where are you? What are you doing? You were supposed to be at Asilomar this week, right?
Supposed to be at Asilomar. Both of my weeks got canceled, so we ran a sale at my store in New York City, and then everything in New York City pretty much has gotten shut down, so we're just finishing up some orders, and we're going to come just close up for now.
Yeah.
I think that's just smart for everybody all around. We've gone up to Long Island. We have a house on Long Island. That's usually where I'll go on the weekends and during the summers, but we've pretty much just moved out here. So, except with a few trips back and forth to the city if there's stuff that we need or get our mail or that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So we're pretty much here, and the dogs are thrilled. That means I don't have to get up and walk the dogs 3 times a day. I can just open the door. So that's really nice.
And they don't take off?
No, we have a big fenced yard. So
beautiful. They would be happy being New York dogs.
Yes, exactly. They're getting into all kinds of trouble. It's raining, and so they're in and out all day long. So, wet floors, dirty floors, digging in the mud, scratching at my door so they can go outside. Like right
there
now.
we go. Come on in, puppies. Or out.
Come on. Go out. All right.
So, Victoria, before we went live, you shared something with me, and I'm like going, wow. You found out you're allergic to something.
Yeah,
fabric.
I'm allergic to fabric. I'm supposed to be in my studio with my little mask on until I can get back to the doctors.
So what's the deal?
I can't get rid of this. This just doesn't go away. So I'm stuffy and I'm congested and I haven't been able to breathe through my nose for 3 years. So I'm on steroids twice a day, at least for now. It's not exactly the time they want to be running into the allergist right now. So
exactly.
There's other stuff that needs to be done. So I limit the time that I'm in the studio. I'm cleaning out. As far as hoarding, I'm trying to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff so that my studio is easily cleanable. Getting all the dust out. It's not washing the fabric doesn't matter. It's the fiber and the stuff that we breathe in.
Oh wow!
So
I didn't even think about
washing will help chemicals and whatnot, but it's it's the cutting and the dust that accumulates.
So how difficult is it to wear that mask while you're working, or do you just forget it's even there?
I don't know how people wear these things all the time. They're hot and they're breathing that in.
Wow.
But I get hot flashes anyway. So I don't really need a whole other layer of oh my god, I'm so hot.
Hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but my mom was still having hot flashes when she was 85. Sorry, ladies.
I know.
So I love what you do. I love your work. And I'm looking over your shoulder. Tell us about that.
I'm always working on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 projects at a time. So I came out here a few days ago and I was cleaning up, like I said, cleaning out my studio and kind of eliminating things. I still got a big pile of stuff that has to go out. But I have 2 big bins of solid scraps here, and I was like, these just got to go. And I don't know about other parts of the country, but in New York City, it was kind of anxiety-ridden. New York City is more of a ghost town right now because everything is shut. And I was like, I just need a no-brainer project, something that's just do it to get it done.
Yeah.
I have to think really hard about. So I just made a plain sheet of paper with a bunch of lines on it. And I've been sewing through all of those scraps just to get rid of them and just filling random pieces of paper so that the seam stays straight and can use it up. And trying to get through my solids. So
I love that.
My little stand, and you can see more of those.
I love that, Victoria. This on International Quilt Weekend, and I'm not sure when this is going out, we're going to do a sew along, and I want to deal with scraps because we've got this stuff. I love that. Did you just randomly pick it up, or is there a rhyme and reason?
There's no rhyme or reason. I'm just pulling fabrics out of the scrap bin to try to get rid of stuff. You don't ever actually get rid of them all.
Right.
But, I've been able to cut down quite a lot of the scraps. I don't keep a ton of scraps anyway. I do have like 4 bins of them in here, but like I said, some of them are going out. I'm trying to get through some stuff. But I just thought the solids were really pretty.
They're beautiful.
It's not something I would normally do. I also find that kind of linear piecing kind of just kills me. I don't enjoy it. It's too boring.
But it's mindless.
Nothing else with it.
Yeah, but it's
I need
mindless.
something that took the anxiety level down.
Yeah.
So mindless, repetitive, don't think about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the perfect project. Right?
Yeah. Okay, what else do you have?
Cleaning, but you'll love this, right? So I get out to my house and I'm unpacking some clothes. And then I thought, well, I got to get rid of some clothes to make the other clothes fit. And so I started pulling out all of these like old dresses that I had, a lovely skirt from Keikogoki in Japan, a dress I love but never wear, and so I thought, well, I'm going to cut those up.
Awesome!
So, hence, starting yet another project, putting and cutting all of that stuff up. So these guys are going to become that. So that's what I mean about the radical. Yeah, the star. Impulse buys. How many times you're sitting on Instagram and you're like, oh, I need that. And then you buy something and it's on clearance and you can't return it.
What is it? Wait, back up. What are you talking about?
Wait, no, I'll show you. I bought it off Instagram, a pair of pants. These crazy pants, which did not fit me and were not returnable because it was end of sale. And I thought, well, those have been sitting in my closet, so now I'm cutting those up.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah. So that's how we end up with just a whole ton of stuff going on.
Cool fabric, yeah. So okay, you showed me that before we started. Talk about that design wall. That looks pretty intriguing to me.
A lot of small projects. This one is one I really have been working on for years. This is actually an old vintage quilt top that I purchased on eBay, which was really badly pieced, which I can show you. There's this guy.
Okay, yeah.
It's a hot mess, and I'm picking apart all of the pieces because it's falling apart, and what I love to do with these old quilt tops is to sit and go, no, why do they put those colors together?
Victoria, I think that's mine.
You can't have it back now because now I'm taking them all apart and I'm resetting them and sewing them in, and they're beautiful.
Yes.
And also it's just a great way to really kind of change your mind about the way colors work together. Spend time with somebody else's color choices, and that stuff kind of rubs off on you. Going, why did I put those pukey colors together? But man, they look good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing with that. So those are kind of a forever project. This has already been going on for probably 5 or 6 years.
Oh wow!
I just do one here and there. Got a rug going for my daughter because you got to have multiple projects going on at once. I got some blocks going for a quilt on my bed upstairs. I'm constantly making a quilt for my bed upstairs. I always leave the same quilt on my bed, so I don't know what the point is to that, but they're fun to make, so, So I'm trying to just spend some time doing some projects that don't have a deadline. I don't have to make a pattern for, and just kind of enjoy the whole.
Are you under any deadlines right now?
No.
Isn't that nice?
No, I planned on taking a slower year for having a few big trips, like Silmar and a couple other things to do and whatnot. And then planning on taking a year off of teaching. So I feel like this is sort of my forced take a break and
cool.
And kind of be okay with that. So.
Well, I want everybody to know that the 1404 show is titled Art and Scrap, and you were really just about just sit down and sew. And
that was the 15 minutes of play.
Yeah. And then 2002, I'm sorry, not 2002, show 2002, we did double wedding ring. And I'll tell you guys, Victoria's approach to double wedding ring is so fresh and so wonderful. And so
it was fun too.
Yeah, oh, look who's there. And my cat's right here too.
I need my 15 minutes of fame. Agatha has to come in and say, hey.
What kind of dog is that?
She's a mini golden doodle.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's fun.
Well, listen, lady, thank you for taking time out of your day. And
no problem.
And keep sewing, create, and what can I say? Enjoy your little nest that you're in right now.
My little nest. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. And you be well and stay safe.
You too.
Stay home and sew.
That's right. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.